Clothes are all getting hung out here in my garage, and then there's some in the dryer because out there it's just always bloody fucking raining and it fucks up my washing. You can see I'm behind in all the washing. Why? Because it's so damn fucking hard to get anything fucking dry around here. Oh good, there's cockroaches dead everywhere from yesterday's poisoning. Wonderful. Yesterday's termite poisoning seems to have gone swimmingly. You can see many of them dead. Apparently they die in a lot of pain. Now, I didn't wish that on them, but in saying that, they've stung me enough times. Sweeping is now happening. It's probably a damn good thing because I eat in front of the television, I drop food everywhere. And if you don't regularly sweep and mop it, and you can see there's quite a pile of it, it may smell or attract vermin. And we've just had the poison man come and get rid of the cockroaches and all that. And we've had the lawn mowed so that vermin and stuff don't feel welcome here. That goes for the human type too. That's what I do to help. I move things for the cleaning lady so she can sweep. I move this big chair too. I'm a great help. The kitchen too is being swept, as was the laundry, and 2 of those cockroaches were killed by the poison administered yesterday by the poisoning man. Look at that. That all came from the one floor. Disgraceful. Mopping is now happening, at least in the places where I spill food and stuff. Just a basic mop to get rid of the crumbs in and around my chair here in the computer and television zone of the Manor. And then right where I'm sitting here, which is my little eating nook and where I do my blood testing and stuff with the diabetes. So I'll move this chair that I'm sitting on. So a mopping and happening. I push the chair in. Wonderful. Smells nice, like pine cones.
Very nice tiles, Richard, to clean.
Yeah, you know what's gone wrong, though, is in all houses these days, these are wall tiles, not floor tiles. Floor tiles are meant to be rough, so when these ones are wet, they're slippery. And even when they're not wet, they can be slippery. Do you know what I mean? So they've actually... People like the look of the shiny tiles, but they're actually wall tiles. Floors were always rough until all of a sudden the tile people don't care, they'll sell you anything. If you want wall tiles on your floor, they'll sell them to you and the tiler will put them in like's happened in this home. So this is obviously the style of this house is a 13-year-old house. 13 years ago, everybody must have really, really wanted these shiny tiles, or tiles were cheap at the time or something. But if I ever laid tiles down, they would be rough ones so that no slipping over can happen. Now, the rough ones are harder to clean and mop and that apparently, but it's worth it. But yeah, I'm imagining it, well, I've mopped it before too. Yes, they are nice. It does feel nice to mop them, and it does look shiny and all that. But yeah, I don't think that it's practical to have wall tiles on the floor. I think it's dangerous. But I'm not the only person with them. Half of Australia's done it, and half the world, because people put looks and things before practicality because they're too stupid to know what the hell they're doing. And like I said, the tradies, they'll lay anything you want on the floor, and the tile people will sell you whatever tiles you like. They don't care if you slip over as long as they make a couple of quick thousand. They'll give you whatever the hell you want. If you're dumb enough. Now, like I said, I wasn't here for the building of this joint. And really, it's very hard to buy a house now built more recently with these, without the floor tiles being slippery and whatever.
And this was a display home for this area, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. This house was the one everyone looked through to decide whether they wanted to buy houses on the estate. So this has been done to the highest standard. Like when the building inspector came through here, he was amazed how well this home had been built. But I like I say, most people wouldn't see this as something that's been overlooked, the floor and the safety of the floor. But I would think, and just down at the local Beerwah pool, what was truly wonderful is the builders there tried to railroad and bully, I heard them doing it, the staff of the Beerwah pool into putting slippery tiles into the toilets and bathrooms of the pool instead of the rough ones, because the rough was harder to lay. And they didn't want to do it. And the Beerwah pool people said, and they kept saying to the Beerwah pool people, but you're going to find this harder to scrub and clean. And the Beerwah pool people, to their credit, said, we don't care. We don't want people slipping over. So there you go. Someone had a practical mind down at the Beerwah pool and got things done properly down there. Because the tradies even put a lot of pressure on them, because I heard the conversations between the tradies and the pool staff. What was funny is all the pool staff knew that they wanted rough floor. Even the young ones, they all knew. So I've changed my bed sheets. So I've got my other Star Wars doona on here. I love this one. And I've got my Sylvester Suffering Succotash pillowcase. I'm very lucky. The cleaning lady is doing my bathroom. I'm very fortunate to have somebody help me with this. She's going to do my toilet and floor and stuff, and it'll smell really nice. Oh, that's wonderful. The cleaning lady has done the sink, and now she's doing the rim of the toilet and the seat and whatnot. I'm so blessed to have that done. Now the cleaning lady is mopping. This has given me the biggest lift ever. Obviously cleaning a bathroom isn't that hard, and I could have done it myself, but fact is I didn't. So that the fact that this lovely cleaning lady has helped is given me a real lift. All the wee and poo-poo is cleaned up. So it'll smell fresh and glisten, so shiny. It's mesmerising watching a mop when you're not using it. It really is. When you watch somebody else, I've sat back once and seen someone mop a whole gymnasium. You're sitting there waiting for a basketball game, someone mops and sweeps the whole gymnasium, and for some reason you just sit and watch every movement. It's so, well, I find it mesmerising, and that's why I'm still running film here. When you do it, it sucks. Well, actually, when you do it, it's quite relaxing too, isn't it? But watching someone else do it just mesmerises you. It's just sweep back and forth, back and forth. You see this lady's very thorough. She has mopped around the toilet several times after rinsing the mop. So she is determined to make sure that all the wee and all the unhygienic stuff is out of the picture. Couldn't be said for a, whatever. It's cleaned beautifully, well done. Another cleaning lady is mopping. This has given me the biggest lift ever. Obviously cleaning a bathroom isn't that hard, and I could have done it myself, but fact is I didn't. So the fact that this lovely cleaning lady has helped is given me a real lift. All the wee and poo-poo is cleaned up. So it'll smell fresh and glisten so shiny. It's mesmerising watching a mop when you're not using it. It really is. When you watch somebody else, I've sat back once and seen someone mop a whole gymnasium. You're sitting there waiting for a basketball game, someone mops and sweeps the whole gymnasium, and for some reason you just sit and watch every movement. It's so, well, I find it mesmerising, and that's why I'm still running film here. When you do it, it sucks. Well, actually, when you do it, it's quite relaxing too, isn't it? But watching someone else do it just mesmerises you. It's just sweep back and forth, back and forth. You see this lady's very thorough. She has mopped around the toilet several times after rinsing the mop. So she is determined to make sure that all the wee and all the unhygienic stuff is out of the picture. Couldn't be said for a, whatever. It's cleaned beautifully, well done.